Gail is a huge lover of fairy tales, so I'm going to finish by telling you the first part of our fairy tale. Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there lived a young girl and a boy called Gail and Stuart. Both lived happy and closely linked lives with similar stories without ever really crossing paths. Both attended Glencairn Primary School at the same time, but as Gail will never let Stuart forget, he is a wee bit older and they never really spoke at this point, although they were aware of who each other were. They then went on to KVIQGHFYYYENBANX Academy and again attended at the same time, but never really interacting. Both then went on to Strathclyde University, this time at different times. Gail went on to study English and Literature and Psychology, as her dad said. I went on and made the crazy decision to study Maths, Stats and Accounting. And this is the point where the stories diverged a bit. Gail was very organised and loved to have a plan for everything. Stuart, not so much. He generally had a more relaxed approach to life and how he kind of just floated along. Gail continued at university that year, or the year after, to finish her PGDE, while Stuart took a brief detour into the real world of work before quickly deciding this is rubbish, I'm going back to uni. He decided to take himself off to study music and teaching at RCS and spend another 4 years, because again, you know, I don't like to make anything too easy for myself. And now there's no fairy godmother in this fairy tale, but that is the fairy godmother moment. That was the best decision that he made, for 2 reasons. Number one, he works in a job that he loves, with people that he loves. But that's the bit that brought his story back with Gail. We were both placed at Largs Academy, as Eric said, for our first year of teaching, and it's here that we started to finally talk to each other. Now, as I mentioned, Stuart's not famous for wearing his heart on his sleeve, if you could believe that. And his subtle advances were a bit too subtle and went largely unnoticed by Gail. Eventually, he made a bigger gesture at her birthday, and this led to their first date, which was a walk in Eglinton Park with Gail's dog Quinn. It was on this date that Stuart knew he'd met the love of his life. He'd found someone who stared adoringly at him, rushed to greet him enthusiastically, and keep him on his toes. Yep, Quinn's keeper. And the fact that he came with Gail, the beautiful, caring and intelligent girl who shared so many of Stuart's interests, could only be a bonus. Over the next few years, they shared many happy adventures together before Stuart decided the time was right to pop the question. And just when Gail had given up hope, Stuart got down on one knee. And while we're at the end of the start of this fairy tale, it's not the end of the story, we're just starting a new chapter. Looking forward to more adventures together and what the future may bring. It's not the end, but what I am confident in saying is, and they lived happily ever after.